Let's go to the ring. I thought we were going to stand there all day with him.
What a piece of work. You talk about the hands of stone, the man with the belly of jelly, Jim Cornette, and his peach jacket.
Okay, Arn Anderson, one half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Get a little briefing from the head of the Horsemen, James J. Dillon, going up against John Savage. Just a man. We have a great 2 hours for you fans. Talk about a lot of big events coming up in the NWA in the next couple of weeks, and also take a look at the top stars. Savage hanging on to that side headlock. He has a lot of power himself, but you're up against a veteran like Arn Anderson.
Great action. I'm looking forward to being in Philadelphia tonight, and of course tomorrow night right here in Atlanta at the Omni. 8 o'clock starting time, one of the biggest cards ever at the Omni. A special way to celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow night here in Atlanta at the Red Hot Omni. And what a card you're going to see there. The enforcer of the Four Horsemen, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson, and he and his partner Tully Blanchard are deeply involved in a situation now involving Lex Luger, whether it be Luger with Barry Windham, Lex Luger with Ole Anderson, Lex Luger with even perhaps Dusty Rhodes eventually. They're going to have their hands really full because Luger has his sights set right on the Four Horsemen.
Well, we heard from the Rock Ole Anderson just last week about the Omni, and obviously a big event. It'll be in a cage, and I know the fans of the Omni in Atlanta realize, fans who have been to the Omni, exactly what happens when Ole Anderson gets put in a cage. A lot of people in this sport do.
Plus, he's had a lot of time to train and get ready for it. It's going to be really something. Family versus family, because Double A, who is methodically and physically taking apart John Savage here on the Superstation, it'll be Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard inside that cage. And Ole and the total package. It's going to be something. That's tomorrow night right here in Atlanta, 8 o'clock at the Omni.
The fans also, Lex Luger is with us here today on our program. Also, we'll talk to the world champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, talk with Barry Windham. Sting is with us, and when you talk about the Nature Boy Ric Flair, I know Sting has a lot to say about that. The Lightning Express, as we said, a big 6-man event, and much more to come. Now, Arn Anderson now starting to really pound away on Savage.
Scoop slam by Double A Arn Anderson. He's a very methodical individual. High impact maneuvers. Here comes one right there. Good shot of our crowd, part of our crowd, obviously, here in the Superstation.
Watching on now as you take a look at that World Tag Team belt. The other man holding the belt, Tully Blanchard. They have held those titles since around the end of September of '87. So it's been a long and very prosperous title reign. And if you add that Flair's the world champion, then the Horsemen have a pretty good lock on most of the world titles around. Kevin Sullivan and the Varsity Club, world TV title belt.
He's got a vice-like grip on John Savage here as he brings Savage back up to a base. There's the DDT, drops Savage right on his head.
And it's something you don't see that much from Arn Anderson, but he can use it. He has a lot of moves and a lot of different weapons. Anderson now measuring the man out as JJ calling some things from the outside. Arn dropped right on his head that time. One more time. Teddy Long, the referee, can only watch. Total destruction here. Back they go to the ropes to the other side. Here comes Spinebuster.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about all the stars here in the next couple of hours. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert will be with us. The return of Shane Douglas, former Rookie of the Year. As you mentioned, Tony, we're excited about having him back.
Anderson has him face down. Knee to the back of the head, and that just smashed that face right into the canvas. You got to do it one more time.
That's one of the most sadistically physical maneuvers that you'll see from any athlete.
That kind of was like on the side of the head, where he put that knee right down on the ear. And now, front face lock holding right onto the chin, grabs him by the hair. Arn Anderson. Now, this is where he put him in the DDT moments ago, but it looks like, and it will be the gourd buster. Up high and down hard. And if he wasn't out already, he's going to be out now. There it is, Arn Anderson. Picks him up, puts him down. He's your winner in our first event on our World Championship Wrestling program. A very happy J.J. Dillon.
We'll take another look at patented Arn Anderson, the enforcer of the Four Horsemen. He's got one of the most deadly left hands in wrestling. But right here you're seeing the gourd buster. And yes, it's very effective. Savage coming down face first. And then it was Academic, the winner of the match. Arn Anderson, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. And now let's come back to with David Crockett and J.J. Dillon.
Ladies and gentlemen, they say the Horsemen rule wrestling. And in that ring, you can see exactly why.
I guess you would have to describe it almost, David, as poetry in motion, because that's what I perceived. And of course, the only thing missing today is the co-holder of the World Tag Team titles. I'm talking about Mr. Tully Blanchard. He's been away on a little respite, if you would, on Maui out in the islands, soaking up a little sun because, frankly, the Horsemen and myself in particular, Double A, have had a real problem trying to find worthy contenders for the two of you to defend the World Tag Team titles.
JJ, that's exactly correct. If you check the records, in the month of January and the month of February, so far, we've probably had 3 title matches. Simply because these belong to us. I don't know if it's you people out there don't have what it takes to come after something this prestigious, knowing full well these being our meal tickets, exactly what you're getting into. I don't know the theory behind it, but the one thing I do know, there's 3 individuals that are trying to manifest themselves to a level equaling the Horsemen. That's you, Sting, that's you, Luger, that's you, Barry Windham. Now, you're all great-looking guys, you're all great athletes, but the bottom line is, you're coming after the unit, the most elite wrestling machine ever formulated. I'm talking about the cream of the crop, the franchise, the 4 Horsemen, with James J. Dillon being the brains behind it all. Now you want to manifest yourself as movie stars, glamour boys, fan favorites, and last of all, saviors for everybody across this land that wants to fight what we consider our lifestyle called capitalism. That means you can have anything on God's earth if you're good enough to go out and achieve it. A wise man once told me, he said, any man, any professional man that has anything in his life doesn't do it in 40 hours. It takes 60, 80, 100 hours a week to be what you want to be. That's being the best. Well, Wyndham, just because you and Luger and Sting say that you're ready to tackle the Horsemen, keep in mind, you're 3 distinct egos, all very big. What we are 3 individuals, just like I manifested myself to be, a great singles wrestler, as Flair and Tully are. That's the reason when we combine to be a great team. The bottom line where we're concerned is sacrifice each other, sacrifice our ego, and sacrifice, last but not least, you to meet our eventual ends. That's the reason we have always been and always will be the franchise, the Horsemen.
Ladies and